Good day. This is Mrs. Linville, and I am ready to read Chapter 2 of Junie B Jones and the Sneaky Peeky Spying. In my last video, we talked about who Junie was. She's a kindergarten little girl who talks a little funny, and she's got a great imagination. And this is Chapter 2. Hope you enjoy it. Me and my bestest friend Lucille sit at my same table together. My table is where I sit up straight and do my work and don't talk to my neighbor. Except I keep forgetting that part. I wonder where Mrs. lives, I whispered to Lucille real quiet. Shh, said Lucille. We can't talk or else we'll get into trouble. And anyway, you're not allowed to know where she lives, 'cause it's a secret. If you didn't hear Chapter 1, Mrs. is her teacher's name. Says who, I ask. Says my brother, that's who, and he's in 3rd grade. And he says teachers have to keep their house a secret, or else kids might go there and throw rotten tomatoes. I did a huffy at her. Yeah, only I don't want to throw rotten tomatoes, Lucille. I just want to hide in her hamper. That's all. I don't care, she said. You're still not allowed, 'cause my brother said so. And he knows more than you do, so there. I made an angry face. So there is not a nice word, Lucille, I said. Then I made a fist at her, except that Mrs. saw me, so I had to unfold it. And after that, I behaved myself very good. I sat up real straight, and I did all of my work. Work is when you use your brain and a pencil. Only sometimes I accidentally use the eraser too hard, and a big hole rubs in my paper. Hey, I did beautifully today, I called out. Guess what? No holes. That's what. Mrs. came to my table and she put a gold star on my work. You did do beautifully, Junie B, she said. Maybe I'll hang this one on the wall for Grandparents' Day on Monday. Would you like that? Yes, I said. Only I keep on forgetting how come those guys are coming to this place. Then Mrs. explained again to me all about Grandparents' Day. She said our grandparents are coming for a visit, and we get to show them room 9, and also we get to have freshments together. Mrs. said freshments are cookies and a beverage. I raised my hand. Yeah, only I don't think I'm allowed to have that kind of drink called beverage, 'cause I'm only allowed to have milk and juice, that's all. Mrs. looked at the ceiling with her eyes. Then I looked up there too, but I didn't see anything. How many of you think you can bring cookies on Monday, said Mrs. I can, I hollered very excitedly, 'cause my mother is the bestest cookie baker in the whole world, that's why, except for one time she accidentally forgot they were in the oven and the fireman had to come to our house. Mrs. laughed, only I don't know why, because that wasn't a funny story. After that, she gave me a note for Mother. It had some writing about baking cookies on it, I think. If your mother has any questions, please tell her to call me, said Mrs. Just then I got a great idea. Hey, I said, maybe me and Mother could bring the cookies to your house, and so then I could see where you live. Mrs. rumpled my hair. You don't have to come to my house, Junie B. Just bring the cookies to school on Monday. I smiled very sweet. Yeah, only I still want to see where you live, I said. Then Mrs. turned around and she walked back to her desk. That's how come I had to follow her. Do you have the rich kind of house or the regular kind of house, I asked her. 'Cause I just have the regular kind, except for Mother wants to the rich kind, only Daddy says, yeah, lots of luck. Mrs. pointed at my chair, and that means sit down, I think. Yeah, only do you have a daddy that lives at your house too? And are there any pictures of him in your wallet? Let's look there, okay? Do you have any secret compartments? 'Cause my Grandpa Miller has one of those things with $50 in it. Only don't tell Grandma. Mrs. took my hand, and then me and she walked back to my table. Yeah, only guess what I'm wondering now? Now I'm wondering what your bedtime is. 'Cause my bedtime is when the little hand is at the 7 and the big hand is at the 6. Only I hate that dumb bedtime, 'cause I'm not even tired yet, of course. Mrs. put her finger up to her lips. That's enough, Junie B. She said, I mean it. I want you to settle down now. Then she went back to the front of the room. She didn't even answer any of those questions. 'Cause guess what? Mrs. is the secret mystery guy. That's why. Tune in tomorrow, and I will read you Chapter 3 of Junie B Jones and the Sneaky Peeky Spying.